The average American knows 611 people by name. That is 100,000th of a percent of the entire human population. That is the size of personal experience. What if you want to understand the world beyond personal experience? What do you do? Have a look at this. If this blackish rectangle was as large as a sheet of printer paper, then the yellow spot would have the diameter of a human hair. Let's say you're eager to understand the circumstances of your life. What's special with me? On what should I spend my time? What should be the goals of my life? You ask around, you ask your family, you ask your friends. You might read a book or two on how to find your passion. By this you gain some what one might call personal experience. This is what you must do. But these personal experiences have the diameter of a human hair. How can you complement this? Me? I can always see the viewers drop off, but stick around, I'll get to the point. Okay, me? I read fiction literature to get an insight into other people's mind. Literature is still the closest thing that we can get to telepathy. Game of Thrones author George R.R. Martin. A reader lives 1,000 lives. The one who never reads lives only one. Reading fiction fosters empathy, and writing fiction is an act of love. Fiction, one might say, widens your personal experience. If done well, it can change the world for both the reader and the writer. But the size of personal experience is not larger than the diameter of a human hair. For a proper understanding of our circumstances, we need global statistics. According to our welding data, this is the perspective the global statistics offer. My spontaneous objections derive from a sense of still not knowing one bit about the world, no matter how much global statistics I'm filled with. But what is true is that global statistics bring everyone into perspective, like a giant spotlight on the earth. The big problem with statistics is that it is often boring. I spent one summer as a research assistant and was put on something statistical-ish task and found this ultimately soul-crushing. What Hans Rosling did when he was alive was to bring global data and statistics into digestible pieces. What our welding data does is to bring complicated tables into understandable measures, statistics for dummies like me. I've been torn between idolizing fiction writers like Kazuo Ishiguro for his human insight, and I've been idolizing science writers like Václav Smil for his global insight. This channel is a synthesis of both. Just like poetry is part of our culture, global statistics can be a part of our culture too. It's a fascinating thought, part of a paradigm shift. Understanding of the world rests on three pillars: personal experience, global statistics, and the news. Have a look at my latest video according to the latter. The average American knows 611 people by name. With global data, you become more than average, and you'll know the name on the biggest global problems and the largest possible progress. Thank you for watching. Bye.